Hello YouTube, it is time to finally get to work on the 125 gallon Nano fish aquarium. That's right, 125 gallons of Nano fish. It's going to be awesome, so stay tuned. Alright folks, here we are, the 125 gallon. This is just the standard 6-foot Aquarium tank, and as you can see, we are starting from scratch. So first things first, I'm going to pull this out and put a background on here. Just going to go with a cheap construction paper black background. Should be nice and easy. This is probably a two-hand job, so I'll be right back. Alright, just to briefly show you how I do this, it's pretty simple. I just line it up with the bottom brace there, and then you can feel where the top brace is right here. You take your razor blade and I just slice across the top. It does not have to be perfect, and matter of fact, you can be off by inches because your substrate will cover up any gap. So just make sure you put the paper all the way towards the top up here, and your substrate will cover the gap. And I'm going to cut some pieces and put it on the back. Alright, and just like that, we got our black background looking pretty nice. I gotta say, no complaints here. Like I said, you don't have to be precise. You can kind of see right along here. The substrate will cover that, so you don't really have to worry about it. And speaking of substrate, I'm gonna go with fluval stratum for the most part. Now, when I ordered this off of flipaquatics.com some time ago, it was for my 55 gallon tank, not for 125 gallon tank, so 4 bags isn't gonna be nearly enough. So I'll probably supplement the rest with like Eco Complete, because this stuff's really expensive, and shipping is expensive, and I don't wanna pay for that again. So probably just head down to Petco or Amazon, wherever's cheaper, and just buy a couple more bags. But I'm going to cut this open so I can get it in the tank, and then we'll see how much more I actually need to order. So I temporarily threw a light on here just so we can see. I got the first bag cut open, and we're just going to dump it in here. I'm not going to rinse it first. I want to know how dirty this stuff is when I add water. Oops. That'll happen when you're filming. So this is actually a lot more than I thought it would be, which is good. I still don't think we're going to be able to get the whole tank with just 4 bags. The good news is, it's not really dusty. You can see no dust coming up. That is a good sign for how clean this is going to be. And it looks like 4 bags is going to work. Got one more to throw in here. I'm actually pretty shocked. This might just work. Come on. Gonna get every last granule for how expensive this stuff is. There we go. And, wow. This is actually pretty good. Look at that. Oh yeah, this is gonna be plenty. Well, I'm actually really surprised. It's not as thick as I normally like it, but we should manage to get about 2 to 3 inches where I'm going to be planting, which is plenty. Real test now. Let's get some water in here and see how dirty it is. Alright, as you can see, I got the water flowing. I have it on low, specifically not to kick up dust, but I'm still curious to see how dusty this is going to be. So far, it's looking pretty good though. It is going to take quite a while for this to fill up, so I will check back in just a second. Alright, just checking back in. You can see we're about 3/4 of the way full, and I am really impressed with this substrate. This is super clean. Of course, I'm not digging around in it, but when compared to like Eco Complete, which is not too bad, and then Fluorite, which is terribly dirty, it looks pretty good. Of course, all the bubbles on the glass, that's to be expected. That white cloud you saw was just the Seachem safe, because I will be adding fish in here today. Not going to be doing much aquascaping, but I do need to clear off this space up here. The 20 gallon tank that we set up temporarily to quarantine these fish, I need to take this down. I do need the room. So these fish will be going in there. I'll throw the rocks in there so there'll be at least a little hardscape. Obviously the sponge filter will go in there so we have this instant cycle. But that's all I'm gonna do today as far as throwing fish in there. Alright, there we go. I got a few rocks that I had moved over. Now it's just time to scoop up fish. Alright, and we are ready to start scooping out fish and just moving them over. These are Nano fish, so I do want to be careful as they are extra delicate. And just drop them in. There they go. Repeat this process many times. Alright, so here we have everyone in the tank, and the cories, the rainbows, the pencil fish, they're all schooling around. Only one not getting in on the action are the gobies, which is to be expected, and one little corridor down there, but I'm sure they're going to go back and forth for quite a while. I'm slowly going to add more plants in here, more hardscape, more fish. This will be always a work in progress, as are most of my tanks, but I'll probably add a couple more inches of water on here and then throw on a hang on back filter. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with yet. I was leaning towards the Aqua Clear 110, but I don't really like that style, so I might go with the Aquion, but I'm not sure. Let me know which one you like. Should I go with the Aqua Clear or the Aquion? For now, the sponge filter will be more than enough filtration. It would be nice to get a little more circulation in here, so I might add like a power head over on this side for the gobies, because obviously they love current, and there is no current in here now, so we need to fix that. Okay, so are you guys ready to see my amazing aquascaping skills here? Oh yeah, look at that right there. We got the jungle vow. We got a mystery plant that originally came from Tom Barr. I have to look up the name. I don't remember what that plant is. And we got some crypts. And that's where we're at right now. We're gonna let this settle in a little bit. I don't want to add too much at once. Unfortunately, a lot of the hardscape I planned on using on this tank was going to come out of the 125 gallon rainbow tank, which is on top here. Unfortunately, they are all sick and it's not looking good for them, so I can't use anything out of that tank. So now I'm gonna have to slowly start collecting and robbing from other tanks to put in this tank. See the cories down here with the gobies, they're kind of schooling around. Everyone seems pretty happy. It's been a few hours, but we're gonna let this settle in. I'm just gonna do this in small portions. I have a lot more fish to add to this tank, but I'm going to wait until we figure out where I'm gonna get some hardscape and some other supplies. So I still gotta wait for the hang on back filter. That's why the water's not up all the way as well. And so that's where we're at. That's where we're gonna keep it. That's all we got done today. So far, I am really happy with these fish. It's gonna be like my first dedicated large nano fish tank, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm really excited. My first time with these rainbows as well, the threadfin rainbows. And so far, they are schooling amazingly. The first time I've ever kept pencil fish. Remember, these are the Beckford pencil fish. So really excited about that. I don't think I'll keep these rocks in here. I'll try something else. I don't know. I gotta go out and collect some more stuff, I guess. Alright folks, so that's where we're gonna leave off with the nano tank here, the 125 gallon nano tank. Like I said, I'm super excited to get this thing up and running finally. It's been taking way too long. So we finally got it up, at least we got water in it. We still got a long ways to go, so make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you can continue to get updates on this tank and all the new fish we're gonna add. Which, if you've been paying attention, you know I already have the fish and you know what we're gonna be adding, but at least it'll be fun to drop them in there and see how this evolves over time. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll see everyone next time.